Hey guys, I'm doing another Ask FM Q&A. I'll leave my Ask FM down below if you want to ask me questions. They may or may not make it into a video. But I do want to ask you before I get into this, do you want awkward recaps? If you do, I will start doing those, I don't know, probably next week. But yeah, let me know if you want those and I'll just get started with some of these questions. Okay, I haven't read any of these. This is a long one. I'm 15 and I haven't kissed anyone, mainly because I'm so scared and because I don't think anyone would want to kiss me, but the point is I genuinely have no clue how to kiss someone. That sounds creepy and weird, sorry, but I'd like to see all this stuff in movies. Like, is it supposed to be anything like that? I know, creepy, genuinely don't have a clue. I'm scared of messing up. Basically, no one knows what they're doing when they kiss somebody. For me, this is kind of embarrassing to admit. When I was 12, I would practice on, like, my hand, because in 17 or J14 magazine or something, they're like, oh yes, if you, like, kiss this part of your hand, it's exactly like kissing a person. It's not. And practicing on your hand does nothing for you, let me tell you, because my first kiss, like, your first kiss, it's like, that's it. That's it. Like, it's not, there's no opening your mouth, there's no, like, sticking your tongue down their throat, or at least there shouldn't be. But, when you get to making out, just gonna throw it out there, your first time is probably gonna be really awkward. You might suck a little bit. You might not know what the hell you're doing. Actually, you will not know what the hell you're doing. But you're going to get better and you're going to find a rhythm. And a lot of the time, two people kiss very, very differently, have different techniques. So if you and one person just don't have good kissing chemistry, that doesn't mean that you suck. It just means that maybe you two weren't compatible. So don't stress out about it too much, honestly. Like, people suck their first time. It's awkward the first time, but it gets easier the more you do it. Is it bad that I'm 15 and haven't kissed anyone? So I'm doing a kissing, First Kiss 2.0 on my main channel. I asked for questions on my new Girl Talk Virginity, which I'll link down below. And like 95% of the questions I got was like, I'm this age, I'm this age, I'm this age, I'm like 25 years old and I haven't kissed anyone. Is that bad? It's not fucking bad. It's not a bad thing. Oh my god, like seriously? People are freaking the fuck out and you need to relax because it is not a bad thing. It is fine. I just feel so bad for everyone who's asking that question because I was that girl. I was like little 12-year-old Ashley, like, I haven't kissed anyone. Why does no one want to kiss me? Am I ugly? Oh my god. And like looking back at that, it's like, okay, little 12-year-old Ashley, calm the fuck down. It's not that big of a deal. It's a kiss. So it's not a bad thing. You will kiss somebody. You don't have to do it now. Just because your friends are doing it now doesn't mean you have to do it now. Don't freak out about it. I promise you're fine. It's not weird. It's not bad. It's normal to not kiss somebody. Even when you're like 18. Even when you're like 20. Some people don't kiss until way later in life. So if you haven't kissed someone and you're 12, you're fucking fine. Hey, just wondering if you can lose your virginity from a vibrator or a dildo. These questions are the reason you guys come and watch these videos over here. Am I right? I am right. I know that. But, okay, first of all, it depends on your definition of virginity, and I honestly can't tell if this question is trying to troll or not, so I'm just going to answer it seriously. If your definition of virginity is that it's lost when your hymen breaks, yeah, you could lose your virginity to your dildo. If it's not, if it's when a penis punctures into your vagina, wow, could I have worded that any weirder, then no. And if that's your definition, then you really shouldn't have had to ask me that question. So, why psychology? So I got a question asking what I wanted to do in university. I said psychology, and honestly I chose to do psychology because of you guys, mainly because of the videos on my other channel. Honestly, when I did like my period video, I had started to get a bunch of influx of inbox messages, and one girl was saying how she was on the verge of suicide, and I basically had a couple conversations with her back and forth, and then a couple months later I got a message from her, and she says that basically I talked her off the ledge. And that feeling of having an impact that seems so big in someone's life from just talking to them, like that completely cemented what I wanted to do. And then all the feedback that you guys have given me and all the support that you guys have given me in like the comments, like, oh, you'd be a great therapist, you'd be a great psychologist, you'd be, you know, this, and this. Like, it's really made me want to do this because I see the feedback that you guys give me when I do videos that are hopefully helpful for you, like the virginity videos and like, you know, sexual advice and like more mature topics. It's just, it's amazing. So I know what I want to do with the rest of my life because of you. So thank you. I'm 18 and I do want to have sex, but apparently no guy's interested in me. It's so depressing because I'm not beautiful at all. The thing with these questions are you may not be society's perfect embodiment of beautiful, but you need to be your own embodiment of beautiful. You need to completely redo the definition of beautiful and fit it to you. And if people aren't interested in you, then that's their problem. That's not your problem, you know? Unless you're one of those people who's like, how about you go fuck yourself to every single person, then that's on you. But if you're a good person, you're kind, you're nice, and you're caring to people, and people just don't want to be around you or don't want to have sex with you, that's on them. That's not on you. And like in the big picture, you're only 18. You have years and years and years and years and years left to have sex. Like, you know what? Don't stress about it. It's not worth it, and you are beautiful. My friend is constantly hanging out with an asshole that always puts her down and makes her feel like shit. She still likes him and continues to hang out with him all the time. I hate the guy. I can't stand being near him, which basically is making me and my friend stop talking. What do I do? I've been in a similar situation. My friend was dating someone who wasn't very nice to her, and honestly, like, you talk to them, you bring up your concerns to them, and then they do what they want. Like, you can't push your views on them too much because they're going to start pushing back and like defending the guy. They're going to get really defensive. So state your views, state your concerns, be there for her, because obviously she's going to need someone if she's being put down. You know, let her know that she's not alone through this. If she needs someone to, you know, go with her to break up with this guy, you know, that she deserves something better. But if she doesn't break up with him, then that's you can't do anything about it, you know? So just support her. Don't hang around her when she's with him, and just let her know that she's loved, because, you know, a lot of the time they do wake up and they see that they're in a bad situation, and I hope that that's what happens for you. I really like this older boy. I'm 14. He's 16, almost 17. I see him once a week at band practice. I really want him to come up and talk to me, but boys are too shy. I can't tell. We both have a crush on each other, but I'm too shy to approach him. I can't tell from this message if you guys have actually talked before, and I understand you wanting him to come up to you because it is definitely more traditional, but it doesn't sound like he's going to, so you're going to have to be the one to go up to him and be like, oh, hey, great solo, oh, that thing that you did with the instrument was awesome, I clearly don't know about band at all, but just talk to him. I mean, you have already one thing in common, so there's your starting point, and I get that you're shy, but you just have to realize, like, if you want anything to happen with this guy, you're gonna have to be the one to go and make a move. I'm 14 and like a guy that's turning 17 in June. I'm 15 in October. I don't think he knows my age yet, but do you think if he finds out he won't like me, how would you feel? I recently added him on Facebook. We've never talked anywhere but constantly look at each other. Now I feel very embarrassed. How would I feel? I don't date younger guys 9 times out of 10. I mean, just because I haven't met one who I can hold a conversation with and who I click with very well. I typically date 2 years older or older than that. So, I mean, in my situation, in my area, I wouldn't, but a lot of guys do like younger girls. I wouldn't bring up your age. I would just, you know, talk to him, get to know him, show him how mature you are, show him that you can hold an interesting conversation and you can be open and talk about things, but then don't try to prove that you're mature and you're, you know, older than 14 in his head by like being overly sexual or something, because a lot of older guys, especially if he knows that you're 14 and he knows that you're trying to be a lot more mature, they can take advantage of that, so be careful with that. But don't be embarrassed. It's just your age. You know, if he cares or if he brings it up, just be honest. And, you know, he'll either like you or he won't. Does your YouTube name have anything to do with the famous psychologist Carl Jung? No, but that should be the story I tell to people now. I wish. That would have been smarter than like, oh yeah, it was from like this game that I played when I was like 11. So, yeah. So, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, leave me a thumbs up. Make sure to check out the other Ask FM Q&As I've done. I will link those two down below. I'm also going to make a playlist once I have a couple more of these. Do you want to see awkward recaps? If you do, then say, yes, awkward recaps, of course, down below in the comments or something. And check me out on Twitter and follow me on Tumblr and on my Facebook fan page. And I will see you guys later. Bye.